Thanks for checking out the video. I'm Rowan. It's going to be a quick one. I just received this shipment today, this vintage Star Trek The Next Generation Lieutenant Commander Data. I always loved Star Trek, and especially Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. Data, of course, is extremely popular, and these Playmates figures from the 90s were, really ahead of their time. And I'm really excited to unbox this. Let's look at him first. Get in closer. And he's got a really, it looks like him, you know. The sculpts back then, and this is supposed to be the first season Data, and they have his arms showing weirdly to show off this little gimmick he has where you can like open up his little android arm and see what's up inside him. There's also these very cool accessories as these old Playmates figures tended to include. This is early 90s, keep in mind, and I know all the props weren't purple on Star Trek, but we'll see, like, and again, given the time and the technology, not only the time, but the technology they were using to do all this, it's crazy that they even went to the bother of these tiny little details, but that's what Star Trek fans were like and still are like. They need those little details. And on the back of the box, we have the usual advertisements for other figures, which you can see also look astoundingly detailed. Not only from season one, like this Data figure is, but some of them are from specific episodes, like this Wesley one. And you will have to forgive my nails. I did not bother repolishing them for this. It will be quick, but let's unbox Data and see what we got. We'll try and be careful with this old box. Or card, I should say. So we get, with all of these beautiful stands, here's one looking like the Star Trek communicator. All the different figures have a stand, and they tend to correspond with, what organization they're part of. And then we have Data himself. Let's see. So here he is without accessories. And yeah, there's his little opening arm. Gotta zoom in on that. Oh, it's all his little stuff in there. Yeah. And then you can just, of course, orient him properly. And all of these figures, again, for the time, very impressive how posable they were. And you can get them into all these poses, still very stiff joints after being boxed for, well, since the 90s, and a nice snug fit onto there. And once we have Data on his thing, on his stand, you can have a look at trading card that came with it. They all, again, came with this type of bio card. And then we have these accessories. These are very tiny, but there is this little purple tricorder. This is supposed to be some sort of Android diagnostic tool. I don't know if this is around the show, but it's cool. It looks kind of like a Ghostbusters proton pack. And of course, much more familiar phaser with little beam coming out of it. This is cool. This is 93 this came out. And there is Data on his little stand, and that is, I'm sure, for, not only is it a great toy for playing with, look at all these little things it does and comes with, but it great on display, which is where it's going to be going for me. So I hope you enjoyed taking a look at this vintage Playmates Commander Data Star Trek The Next Generation action figure. Data says, goodbye, Captain.